for Samsung Galaxy Con so far, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. And here's BBoongBBoong, that cool GTA song. 0-2 this round, or this season. Nothing against Protoss just yet. We have no idea how he's going to play in this matchup, which I guess is kind of exciting. I'm pretty excited for that. The last match Deer played against Zerg was actually live in the Star League, losing 1-3. So it's something to note. Something a little bit of research BBoongBBoong could have done, but it was a little bit while ago. So hard to see how relevant it's going to be.
And I'm not going to mention Viva La Vida being perfect for Deer anymore. I think we've gone over that, maybe too many times. And like I said before, he's got 6 wins, 6-4 so far here in 2015 Pro League. And I wouldn't say by far, but he's the best player in Samsung Galaxy Con so far.
Currently, absolutely. Like, he's really lifting for these guys. And he's a damn good Protoss, man. He's one of the best.
Yeah. I feel like every time with Deer, he's not like the most exciting player to watch, but he shows like decent improvement every time I see him, and that's something that I love to see out of any player. Just you can tell that he's practicing hard, trying to get back to his former self, and we're just going to see him improve more and more as this goes on, guys. But let's jump into the game. It's Game 2, BBoongBBoong versus Deer. Down here in the south, in the purple, from Prime, the Zerg player, it is BBoongBBoong.
And up here in the north, for Samsung, it is Deer.
So, BBoongBBoong, that is the sound in Korean for like a little, like a small fart. That's what I heard, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a boom boom. That's what they call it.
Wow,
so,
what a name.
For you guys who want to know where his name is from, that's where it's from.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting one.
Yeah.
Little Fart. Could we call him Little Fart?
We can,
no,
actually.
That'd actually be pretty mean. I guess we'll stick
in English, at least, but he did name himself Little Fart. So I don't know. Moonblade, like, he named himself. He already called himself that, but... I don't know what Tang Tang means. I know Tong. It's actually Tong Tong in Korean, but Tong is like soup. So I don't know if he's soup or if it's something else. Maybe it's like the sound of like a, like a cymbal on a drum.
Yeah, maybe.
Like Tang Tang. It's possible. Maybe we should ask him one time.
Sure, we should actually.
Is Tang Tang also on Prime? Or is he one of the guys that moved to MVP?
God, that's a...
I'm like putting you on the spot here. I'm sorry, Moonglade, but
I'm not sure.
I'm just curious.
Well, he's like one of these players that I don't really follow at all because...
Yeah, to be honest myself
he's not very successful, and he doesn't look like... Well, he did beat Zest in the GSO qualifiers, but I think it might have been Zest losing, not Tang Tang winning, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I definitely I see what you're saying. Zest having some rough times these days.
Well, as we say that, he did win IEM World Championship.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
So it doesn't really make sense why he's been losing so much in Pro League, but these things happen.
Maybe just practice very hard for that one tournament and just performed as he was probably really on point. Like I saw those games even in the finals.
Yeah, he looked fantastic, absolutely. And there's going to be a lot of relevant games today actually, which speak a bit about the IEM. Especially in the second match today, I believe.
Yeah. Today is all about that second match, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for that.
Bit of a bipolar day today.
Yeah.
First one's, it's aight, but the second one's going to be fantastic.
Just aight.
Just aight, yeah. And we are actually seeing a chrono boosted out Zealot very early on here. Perhaps kind of suspecting that it might be a hatch first or a double hatch before pool. Instead, it's going to be a hatch then pool, so I'm not sure if the Zealot will find too much. At least apply a little bit of pressure, pull the drones for a little bit. But probably not what Deer was looking for.
Yeah. He may be able to get one drone or so, but as long as the micro is good, he should be okay here. BBoongBBoong.
Also good against, obviously, 9 pulls and whatnot, if BBoongBBoong was going for that. And, not a bad idea to be ready for that kind of thing when you're playing a player that, isn't particularly successful. He could be going for that lucky win.
Yeah. And that does happen from time to time, so... Let's see what he can get here. We do have a nice surround. Nice micro there, but the probe actually gets the kill.
Yeah.
nicely done, I guess. He did delay some mining time while the Zealot was there.
Forced out a bunch of lings, 6 Zerglings on the map. So, yeah, good harassment there.
Yeah, not bad.
Gets to see kind of exactly what BoongBoong has planned, at least to open up here. Knows that there's no gas, no pressure anytime soon.
BoongBoong even made up to 8 lings. So,
yeah.
Quite an overreaction there. But
he'd really only need 4 as well. But maybe he's going to try and apply some pressure to the front of this wall now. But there's going to be a Stalker out pretty soon, but not before these lings get in.
Uh-oh. Chronoboost comes down, but he's not going to be able to block it. And BoongBoong's like, oh, you're just not walled off here. And he's going to go for the pylon right away.
No, I don't know about this. It's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah. He's going to get really close, but, well, as I say that, not that close. Mothership and Stalker coming out here. I think the better play there would have just been to go for the probes.
I think,
you know,
running away would have been the better. Well, would have been the best play of all because I mean, sure, the Stalker might get a couple of kills. Oh, what?
2 lings come in.
Well, this just should not happen.
Oh my God. This is actually going to happen, Moonglade.
That actually happened.
That just happened.
What?
Okay,
so I say that, I guess it was the right choice after all.
Turns out,
it's
by the mistake of Deer.
Yeah, I think Deer is more kind of like this will never happen because it's silly, but it did happen. You did make 8 lings. One of those plays, but oh well. Delays that second Stalker as well as the warp gate warp in for a little while longer.
You got 6 more lings on the way. Needs something a little bit more than just 2 queens to deal with this. We're gonna see Deer try to go for the creep tumor actually.
Ooh,
see if he can get it.
I like that. Still hasn't lost any real HP yet. Ooh, a little bit of damage.
We got a second Stalker on the way, and that's only 6 lings. He's going to have to commit a little bit more. He's got 3 queens now, so that is something. He's got 1 more on the way. But he just made a big round of drones.
Yeah, and we do see a sentry coming down as well, and a probe. So he's going to have 3 gateways to open things up here. Just apply some pressure while he gets +1. So no doubt going to be planning to transition, I think, into a 3rd base.
Oh my God.
Ooh. That should not have happened either.
Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff happening today. Some mistakes, but looks like Deer is actually just going to back off now after losing that probe because he's not going to have that forward pylon. It's going to be very hard to reinforce, and he's just going to make a bunch of sentries, get that 3rd base. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, he might be in for a bit of hurt though. Speed is almost finished for the Zerglings. And we'll see how much BoongBoong is going to commit to this because he could commit a lot and possibly do some damage. I'm kind of seeing a bit of an old school style from Deer actually, going for that 3-gate sentry +1. Not really committing to anything else. No Stargate, no Robo or Twilight anytime soon.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. It's pretty good for this map, especially if you are going to be fighting against a lot of lings.
Yeah. I mean, the map, the 3rd base is just so wide open. You need a lot of force fields to deal with pressure out of the Zerg. And we do see a Roach Warren out of BoongBoong here. Lair about to finish up. Interesting that he makes the Lair there at the 3rd base on the outside. Yeah. That actually already took a little bit of damage.
Kind of interesting there.
It's like a weird location, you know what I mean?
Well, I guess it does help buffer it a bit more. And I guess if there was a hatchery to be attacked, it would be your 4th or 3rd base. So I guess it kind of makes sense in a way, but if that 3rd base does go down, then you're just going to take so much damage.
BoongBoong did not identify the fact that this build, or rather this push, is coming across the map, and he made 11 drones right before this hit.
This is not looking good at all. Not looking good.
He's got 16 lings. They're all at the front of Deer's base. They're finally coming back now.
I mean, there's 5-6 roaches on the way. He needs to start whooping in more Stalkers if he wants this, and maybe some Zealots as well to help buffer these lings.
How many gateways does he have? He has like 7 or 8, though. He's got so much reinforcing power.
Yeah, he's got 7 currently. 8, actually. Yeah, 8. So he's going to get the 4th base, and he can start working on this 3rd. And with this many sentries, how is he going to defend?
No cancel on the hatchery. Just kind of freaking out at this moment is BoongBoong. And that is just so many force fields, man. There's like nothing here for BoongBoong.
Well, we get some more roaches coming in, but with this many force fields, it's going to be impossible to get a good sort of concave or anything, even get in range, because you are in this little choke. And I think BoongBoong definitely playing for the late game, even seeing an infestation pit there. Yeah. And I think this is essentially over.
Yeah, there's not much here for BoongBoong. He had like a round of 11 roaches coming out, but they're popping out of the lair, and Now a bunch of Overlords are being targeted down. He can just easily force field that ramp if he wants to as well. And there you go. Time Warp even coming down here, and that's going to be the end of it for BoongBoong.
Even some dancing, you know.
Yeah, because why not?
Yeah, BoongBoong essentially just has to leave at this point.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but kind of rookie mistake out of BoongBoong. He just didn't identify the push was coming. He didn't get enough scouting information. He was extremely greedy, made a huge round of drones, was teching at the same time, and he just got killed by a very standard Protoss push that he just didn't see coming. So
absolutely insane greed there, and BoongBoong, just taking his time. GG. There we go.
So Deer, as we expected, able to take game number 2 for Samsung Galaxy Con.
Well, things are not looking good at all for Prime today. Some big wins from Samsung, and now going into game 3, Creator versus Armani. This is maybe their next chance. You know,
this could get interesting.
This could be a good one for Prime. The Creator is kind of notoriously known for being not so great at PvZ.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting map because Creator, I feel like overall is a better player than Armani is, but it's his worst matchup. So you kind of get into this weird situation. I think the map is Deadwing as well, right?
Yeah, that is right, yeah.
So it's like a decent map for Protoss, but it also depends on the spawning locations. I feel like this matchup, it was very hard for me to call who was going to win this one. We actually predicted differently, me and you. I went for Armani, went for Creator.
You might have been the right choice today, Valdez. I mean, I'm getting kind of nervous about my predictions, especially for this match.
Well, the thing about this as well is that Creator is a very, impressionable guy. Like, if his team is down 0-2, he's not going to be in a great mindset, and he's a very emotional player, so maybe that gets into his head and he just doesn't play well, and, just loses it here for Prime. Let's see, though. He could, pull something together. We'll just have to wait and see here for Creator.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to come down to. We'll wait and see.
Well, guys, we're going to take a 5-minute break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.